like filmed him coughing in the shower. All night he was coughing. I was like, oh my God, this could be so bad. He also had fractured shins. Let me just add, he still would have lost to Dr. Mike even if he could breathe.
It would make me feel better if you would take down that photo that I took of you and Michael boxing together. It tarnishes our brand, and I don't want it on there.
It's my pleasure to do it. I'm going to send you guys that money. You should have got more than it from him, frankly. Go ahead, tell him, say something nice about me.
You're just an amazing person. You look very handsome in this suit today. You're just all around good guy, good family guy.
Get a load of these guys. Good for everyone. We're back to talk about our favorite snakes, Ian and Anisa. This might feel like a very tired topic, but I promise you guys that the slop you can get from these people is just infinite, because it doesn't stop with them ever. There really hasn't been many updates, apart from one where Anisa showed her fans the road trip she was taking with Ian amidst all of this. I talked about it later in my reaction, but I think it's so funny that as their reputation and career is on the line, they take a road trip now, of all times. The video I'll be watching is by Sensitive Society. Go sub to him after this, because there's even a funny clip he pulled up where Anisa just digs into Ian.
I cannot believe the words that are about to come out of my mouth, but the whole Idubbbz and Anisa situation has gone so much worse. And truth be told, after the last time that we spoke of them about 2 days ago with this amazingly titled video, I thought we reached
I love real quick. This guy's so goddamn funny. Check his YouTube. Every single fucking video has the worst title ever. Check real quick. Peep this, peep this. You get what you fucking deserve. Enough is enough, Hassan. Ha 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 ha. Delete your channel right now. There's no way, you know, this guy like has any of his videos turn up in the search section. There's no fucking way.
Peak of the Idubbbz humiliation fetish. I thought it couldn't get any worse. In case you guys missed it, I highly recommend you go see it. It's one of my favorite videos that I've done as of late. But in case you guys missed it for whatever reason, I'll give you the recap. Long story short, Idubbbz's coach and his wife went on the H3 podcast and talked about Idubbbz and Anisa and how horrible they are. They make Hitler look like a nice guy. They also talked
okay. Fuck, no, they don't. Jesus.
About how Anisa was low-key.
I mean, they dug into him, but not that much.
Having a crush on one of Idubbbz's sparring partners. And as a matter of fact, we now know who that sparring partner was. She was apparently turned on by Idubbbz getting punched in the face by this guy. Like I said at the start, there's been so much...
If there's one part I didn't believe entirely, it was that section. Because bear in mind, they went on the H3 show for like a good 2 or 3 hours. And it was just complete, you know, he said, she said, that's it. The one part I don't believe entirely is that section.
Development. And there's been a lot of other...
It just seems so wild.
Stuff that's come out of this.
If they were going off the glove with that one, you know, saying that Anisa had a crush on someone else, apart from Ian.
Before we get into it though, guys, every single day that passes, we're getting closer to 600K. If you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel. You won't be disappointed. Let's end the year with 600,000. I think we could do it. And let's just get right into it. First thing, once again, shout out to you.
If you're coming to the channel, like doing the Idubbbz stuff, you have been fucking milking it so far, insanely. I mean, so far.
The fucking goat. This guy, I will give you half of my salary. The H3 subreddit found the alleged gorgeous Gabe. That is the guy that Anisa allegedly had a crush on that was beating Idubbbz up. Anisa Jamha writes this. It's me and Ian's 1-year wedding anniversary, 1 year of hell, if you ask me. So here we have...
Again, so the only proof we have, you know, that this guy was her own crush, which is this weird caption, which barely illustrates anything, in my opinion. Again, I like the entire interview they had, but the one part I didn't care that much. Like it was a section about, you know, a crush she had.
The guy, the sparring partner of Idubbbz, and you know what, I'm not gay, but if I was there when he was beating up Idubbbz, dude, I might be bricked. I might be bricked up. This is how Ultimate Sigma sit down, and this is how Betas sit down. I mean, just look at Idubbbz. He knows he's sitting in his throne tonight, and by throne, I obviously mean the cut chair.
I'm sorry, but like, as someone who does boxing, I've seen, like, you know, people who are very clearly passionate for the sport, and I've seen people who just come in and barely enjoy it. Go back a second. Ian is one of those people.
5 hills. He's sitting.
Look at him, dude. He has no. I mean, it's not surprising, you know, because like even Mike, the coach, was like, you know, oh, he barely enjoyed a second of the sport, and it makes perfect sense, bro. He's got like no aura at all. He's got no passion, no passion, no energy, nothing.
In his throne tonight. And by throne, I obviously mean the cut chair. Imagine your wife having a crush on the guy that's beating you up, and you're just
Allegedly, okay. Like I really liked the interview, but that was one part where again I didn't care about
You're
it.
like a goofy out retard, just taking it. Yeah, it's okay. Well, you guys fuck. I'm just gonna go play Mario Kart on my Nintendo Switch 2, one of the lamest consoles to ever come out. Now I'm gonna get doxxed by Nintendo fans. You guys have fun. Do you guys want me to bring you condom? Gabe, can I bring you a beverage? I mean, you're gonna put in one hell of a workout on my wife. My house is yours. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna move out. I'm gonna move out.
It's very likely that Mike was being a good coach, and he brought like a big range of different sparring partners. That could be the case. So that might be one of them, but I have no idea. Still.
You guys can have the house. I'll just make 5 different content cops, 1 on commentary channels, 1 on Slob Tubers, and maybe 2 or 3 more on Ethan Klein. Her doing this on the anniversary of their wedding is nasty work. This is mad disrespectful.
Nasty.
Idubbbz is in an abusive, toxic relationship, and he needs to get out of it. This is embarrassing. Dude, have some fucking respect for yourself. Go to her purse.
This part's a bit cringe. I think both Anisa and Ian are equally toxic. Even if they broke up, I think after a year, they will return to, their toxic selves and nothing would happen at all.
And retrieve the...
I think it's very cringe, to say, I mean, if you want, these people to be deplatformed, I agree with you, but you say, you tell them to get a divorce, that feels like a bit too far.
Balls she took from you and put him back on, stitch them back.
We're being venomous right now in this drama, but, I don't condone for having the marriage ruined and them being divorced. Just saying.
Gone. But he probably had them removed at this point. A little bit of crazy glue on that bitch and you're back to normal. She unironically destroyed your life, your career, and everything you built. You look miserable whenever you make content.
And afterwards, everybody's hanging out. And she walks up to Ian and she goes, "You're hungry."
Yes.
And then so they had to leave because Ian was hungry. So she tells Ian when he was hungry. We're like, what the hell?
Ian, you are hungry. You will eat now. Yes, sweetie. Ian, you have to make a content cop on Ian. Rent is due. Mortgage is due. Yes, of course. I'll get right on it. Ian, you need to shit yourself right now. Yes, I'm doing it right now, honey. Idubbbz. This is sad. This is tragic. Once again, if I was Idubbbz, I would absolutely leave my wife and then figure my shit out. How old is Idubbbz? Yeah, actually, fuck it. There's no coming back from this. It's over for him.
He's that old? He's 34?
Something else.
It's not old. It's not that old, but to be this pathetic in your career online at that age, that's insane. That's wild.
That I forgot to mention because I missed it was the fact that Ethan Klein donated $5,000 towards the coach because Idubbbz didn't pay him.
Did he actually? I forgot about that part. Oh my god, that's so nice. Again, shut up. This is so funny to me. Okay, so he advertises, as a boxing match to save money, and then he didn't even pay Mike entirely. What a fucking scumbag. And then we have the angel Ethan coming in to save him. What a great guy.
Not right that he's...
Nah, that was nice of him, to be fair.
Stiffed you guys. I'm going to be sending you guys $5,000 for the bonus that you never got.
Whoa.
Because he should have never fucked you guys.
That's insane.
It's my pleasure to do it. I'm going to send you guys that money. You should have got more than it from him, frankly. But once again, let's just bask. Hassan.
Also, I want to say real quick. I saw people say how we should have like Coffeezilla come in to investigate this. I agree somewhat, because I think it's wild to advertise this event as a charity match, when in reality, you're taking a big, juicy chunk for yourself. I agree entirely.
On stream begging for money.
Look
right?
it up.
Yet, like, look at me, right? Go ahead, Tom, say something nice about me.
You're just an amazing person. You look very handsome in the suit today.
That's
You're
what my mom
generous
says.
with your money. You're just all around good guy, good family guy, great dad and husband.
Thank you. Communist never.
I'll say thanks for reimbursing me and Lena for her training. Those are nice. The check cleared.
Do you guys know how Idubbbz responded to all of this? This is what he posted on Twitter. Road trip.
Oh, this was so goddamn funny. Okay, so what do these worms do when they get exposed? When they get like a lot of like attention, from their own fans, a lot of backlash from their own fucking boxing coaches. What do? They go on a fucking road trip across Canada. What is this shit? And bear in mind, I believe 100% that both Ian and Anisa are just miserable throughout this. I refuse to believe that they're having any fun in this road trip. That's so insane.
Look how miserable he looks. Dude, look at this.
Oh, and they brought the poor fucking dogs.
Monster. This is...
I'm sorry, who brings the dogs in a road trip? I mean, some people might do it. I don't know. But just, pay your neighbor to, take care of them for the week. Just saying.
The ultimate gamer posture. Dude, he looks miserable. Dude, he looks like he wants to kill him.
I've said this before on a Discord, but I would kill to be like one of the dogs for a day. Because I want to see, how do they talk personally, one-to-one, aside from the podcast. they're probably like so goddamn bitter in person between each other. I want to see, how they are.
Himself in a video game, of course. Someone needs to check up on him. Ain't no way. Dude, I bet you $25 Anisa wrote this caption. There's no light behind those eyes. It's just pure darkness. And
it's so pathetic because, furthermore, exactly that they're going on a road trip to heal the mental health. They have buried themselves in a hole so badly and they can't get out. And their solution, road trip. They probably brought on the fucking therapist, on that road trip to heal themselves. Fuck off.
The fan with her boyfriend, Ian got kicked. Yeah, you know what? I think I see two people right here. I think it's Anisa and Gabe. Ian's on the road to search for that empathy he was talking about. This 100% was Anisa's idea, her photo, her post. Anyone else feel like this man is hostage? Bro, the first pussy is never the best. You gotta leave her and get your life and balls back. Bro's trying to...
Again, I hate the Yoko Ono jokes. They're so overdone. Just saying.
Act like he's not a...
Like, bro, we have so much better jokes to make, Oh, the IBS stuff, him being a scammer, him having bad breath. But now in the big year of 2025, we're still repeating like the same joke about, her being a succubus. I'm just tired of it, okay?
Affected by anything, or like he hasn't seen what has been going on over the last 2 to 3 days. And some of you might be like, well, Idubbbz has a life. No, he doesn't. And if you were thinking, I wonder if Idubbbz saw the H3 podcast, I wonder if he knows what they talked about. Idubbbz knew. Idubbbz texted his former coach before the coach called in the H3 podcast. And here's a text message. Hey, Michael, not sure if this is...
They did. I forgot he did that. What a snake.
A clickbait or not, but saw your face on the H3 podcast thumbnail. Let me know if it's real and if you want to talk. So now they want to talk. They didn't want to talk when Michael and his wife Kate were asking for help.
Bear in mind, they ghosted, what was her name? Mike's wife. They ghosted Mike and her after the event and barely talked to them at all. Bro, Anisa barely wanted to talk to his wife about signing a small petition to end child marriage in some states. But like now, the second that their careers on the line, then they talk to them via DMs. They're so slimy.
Left them on red. They ignored them. And they also said in no way will they ever help them, talking about Michael and Kate. But now that the coach is going and speaking about the whole situation, they conveniently remember to text him back. Let me know if it's real and if you want to talk. I'm hoping it's just some clickbait because I'll be happy to talk to you. Okay, so now you guys want to talk. I'll be happy to talk to you. You had unresolved feelings about, I guess it says, me and Anisa. Yeah, I mean, the time for talking was...
Okay, so you knew you fucked up, but now, out of all times, you reach out to him, to resolve stuff. I wonder why.
About a year ago, you're a bit late, Idubbbz. And I want to show this.
I want to say now real quick. I think the funniest part about that interview with Mike, the coach, was that he was paid to train Ian, right? But Anisa would force in to get some training for herself when she wasn't fighting at all. So bizarre, actually.
Slip one more time because
if I was like a coach, I'd be like, no. I'm going to train the guy who actually does boxing, who has a fight coming up. I'm not going to train a random nobody for your own amusement.
Legitimately is like top 10 clips of all time.
We went back to the hotel and then they were eating at Denny's and they said, we need to have a meeting. So I have to go to Denny's. And they pretty much then talked about how they were going to have to fire me because I reminded Ian of his father when his father would yell at him as a kid.
If Idubbbz ever calls anyone out, this is all they need to.
Can I just say, I think, as someone who does boxing, again, I think it is very rare to have somebody to have like a personal trainer who actually gives a shit about boxing. You could have hired like some fat random idiot from LA to train you and he would have done nothing. But from my own perception, it seems that Mike really fucking cared. Because again, FYI, for your knowledge, he started his own gym and that was like his first actual big job, training Ian. And his reputation as a coach and as a boxing gym was on the line. And even then, he'll throw him under the bus, for training him too hard.
To show. I want to show you guys this clip from a few days ago.
So like he went to a range day with me one time. Like we used to talk a lot about content creation and stuff.
Why are you watching this? This is pretty old actually. Whatever.
And COVID rolls around, I get bored at home, so I make an OnlyFans where I'm showing my meat.
Really?
And, well, basically, I'm taking a steak and I'm rating a steak.
I love Tectone. I love Tectone.
And like, see, that's the reaction that you're supposed to have. Genius. I thought it was funny. So I'd be wearing like just an apron. Of course, I'm wearing like boxers underneath. And I'd reach down and be like, this is my OnlyFans. And this is an A5 Wagyu from down the street. And I would talk about it. And I sent it to Ian, and he got mad and called me and like said I was making fun of Anisa, and like I wasn't. I just thought it was a funny bit because I was sitting at home during COVID. And
You'll never understand what it's like to be an ally.
yeah, it was he like said stuff like that. Yeah, just like haven't talked to him since. That was like 5 years ago.
Over that?
Yeah, and I've like texted him and tried to reconnect with him. He just won't talk to me anymore.
Are you guys noticing a pattern? Anisa is trying to separate Idubbbz from everyone. Everyone that might be a friend, a former friend, a future friend. This creates...
No, I think I have to give some pushback now. I think Ian's just so spineless by himself that I think he's just cowardly normally. Like, even if it wasn't, with Anisa, I think at this point, he'd still be a pathetic worm by himself.
Easy ass bitch wants to...
I think she was probably like a catalyst, for like his weird behavior. But I think at some point, his brain chemistry will like led to this point of him being a worm.
Isolate Idubbbz. So he is so codependent on her that he doesn't want to leave her. Even if she wants to leave him, Idubbbz is in an abusive, toxic relationship, and no one could tell me otherwise. He's trying to isolate Idubbbz from everyone else. It's only the two of them, and look how that's going. And she's not going to stop until Idubbbz is literally homeless or he kills himself because he's so depressed. It just sounds miserable.
Oh, bro, take a step back. Oh my god.
To be around him. And if it's true that his breath smells and he smells like shit 24/7, it's like, dude, is this guy okay? Can someone call CPS on Anisa? Please, we gotta make sure the kid Idubbbz is okay. We gotta verify this 35-year-old baby is okay. Cutting off a friend over a joke and for you to take it so fucking personal to be like, you're making fun of my wife. Come on, please.
I think it's so funny, right? Because the definition of friend in Ian's head is very flimsy. It's fucking nothing. If he's gonna throw a friend of 10 years under the bus, Ethan, then nothing means anything to him. Right now, he's friends with Hassan and his gang, for his own benefit, for brownie points. But I swear to God, the second he, says something bad, he'll get fucking torn to shreds by that community. So, the word of friend in his mind means nothing at all.
Stop. And Idubbbz did respond to this and he said, conveniently,
Hassan, I know you're obsessed with Asul. If you're watching this, just know Ian probably won't treat you that well in the future. Just saying.
Leaving out that your GF at the time was pursuing OF. I can't confirm or deny this. I don't know if this is real or not. But you're too pussy to deal with the criticism, so you made a parody account. No, I don't want to be friends with a coward. Man, no, this cannot be real.
Also, him calling someone a coward. Fucking pot calling the kettle black.
5 worst responses of all time. I don't even need to say anything. That is a horrible reply. And of course, who could forget this video right here?
He was in the shower, like coughing in the morning, and I filmed it because I thought we were going to do a documentary. So I filmed him coughing in the shower. All night he was coughing. I was like, oh my God, this is going to be so bad. He also had fractured shins, but you can fight on fractured shins, but you couldn't be as bouncy. But we found out.
People are going to be saying excuses for the fight from a year ago.
Yeah, from a year ago.
Let me just add, he still would have lost to Dr. Mike even if he could breathe. And
oh my God. Fucking wife of the year, wife of the decade, making fun of Ian right in front there with her S-Fund and our queen, Amaranth.
Bro,
with Amaranth, we'll go back real quick. It's Amaranth? I think so. Yeah, it is her.
Say this. Why is your wife your biggest op? Why don't you stand up for yourself?
Let me just add, he still would have lost to Dr. Mike even if he could breathe and didn't have fractured shins.
No, that's valid.
Yeah, sweetie, that's valid.
If I was Ian, I'd be like, fuck you.
Totally right, sweetie. I would have lost. Then we get this tweet. Ethan alleges that Anisa's sketch
that's so goddamn funny. So the woman stealing training time from him, by going with his coach, is now being like, oh, he would have lost either way. Like, wow, I wonder why.
On Pokemon's birthday, out of spite for ducking an invite. Raider Clash May 14, Pokemon's birthday May 14. Is that a read?
This part was just dumb, actually. Wait, go back real quick, sorry. I was talking over it.
Out of spite for ducking an invite. Raider Clash.
I think that's just bull. I don't care about this part.
Clash May 14, Pokemon's birthday May 14. Is that...
She would be that malicious, but that would take a new level of fucking planning entirely to host the event exactly on some day.
A reach? I don't know.
Also, most events, believe it or not, are hosted on a Saturday.
Knowing what I know now about Anisa, I would not be surprised. Let's just put it that way. And before we go, this post went viral literally yesterday. Take some of these things with a grain of salt, but knowing what we know now, I would not be surprised if most, if not all of these things became true. These are just some things that allegedly happened between Anisa and Idubbbz. Point number 1, Anisa made Idubbbz go to the doctor to get prescription Adderall for ADHD that he doesn't even have. This explains why he's so retarded as of late.
Sorry, who's claiming that? Who, sorry?
Allegedly happened between Anisa. If not all of these things became true, these are just some things that I wouldn't say. Take some of these in before we go. This post went...
Who made it? So who is this?
viral literally yesterday. Take some of these things with a grain of salt, but knowing what we know now, I would not be surprised if
No, I'm sorry. I think, I hate Ian and Anisa, but I'm not gonna take like random allegations from nobody.
most, if not all of these things.
Like I would believe some stuff from like his own boxing coach, but who is that actually?
True. These are just some things that allegedly happened between Anisa and Idubbbz. Point number 1, Anisa made Idubbbz go to the doctor to get prescription Adderall for ADHD that he doesn't even have.
That might happen. Yeah, maybe.
This explains why he's so retarded as of late.
No, but how do you get a prescription if the doctor doesn't recognize your ADHD?
Ian didn't get diagnosed with ADHD the first time, so Anisa forced him to go back with her a second time so that she could argue for him why he has ADHD. And
that could happen.
Anisa tried to get Idubbbz diagnosed with cancer out of paranoia. Alright, I don't know if I believe this one, but I will not be surprised.
That can't be real. That's bullshit.
Idubbbz said he finds it hard to speak for himself whenever his wife isn't with him. I believe this. Anisa once said she had a nightmare where Ian got her pregnant. Valid nightmare. I don't blame Anisa for this one. Anisa once forced Idubbbz to pull over on a highway so she could walk home because of an argument. If I was Idubbbz, I would have fucking left her there. Anisa.
Wait, so who knows this? I'm sorry, but I'm finding out to believe. Oh wait, hold on. Maybe like they talked to with a friend, via conversation, and that's how they know about it. Maybe.
Took her wedding ring off last time she went to his son's biker's house. Oh my.
Actually, to be fair, some wedding rings can be uncomfortable. Just saying.
No way. I can't. Fake or real, this shit's hilarious. Anisa has said before she wishes Chris Raygun was her. Anisa has said before she wishes Chris Raygun was her boyfriend instead of Idubbbz. Once again, I don't know if this is real or fake. It just went viral, and I saw it on my page, and I was like, yo, I gotta talk about this. This shit's hilarious. God,
okay, I will admit, right? Hypothetically, it would be funny if it happened. The
Asian fetish of Idubbbz does not stop. Last but not least, I want to show you guys this clip.
That Anisa, we're very disappointed in you and Ian for never promoting us and giving us credit for anything. And the fact that you still continue to this day, not give us credit for anything, it would make me feel better if you would take down that photo that I took of you and Michael boxing together. I know you like to put it up on your Twitter account and all your media outlets because you still want to flex that you're a boxing expert, but please take that video down because it tarnishes our brand and I don't want it on there. And you don't support us, so take it down.
That seems like a modest.
I love that there's an account dedicated to this. Has Anisa deleted her pinned tweet yet? This account will provide daily updates on the current status of Anisa's pinned.
Bro, if you didn't delete it within the first 24 hours, she will never delete it.
Tweet. But apparently the account got blocked. Anisa knows this account exists, and she blocked it. And what's even funnier is the fact that her tweet got community.
Oh, that's well.
Her tweet got community noted, and it says, Idubbbz's former boxing coach.
I think, in my opinion, it should be taken down because number one, the filmer requested for it to be taken down, and second of all, her boxing clip is so fucking bad. I'm not kidding.
Alleges unpaid bonuses, being fired for reminding Ian of his dad, and politely.
I'm sorry, I have to put it makes me laugh every single time I see it. Give me a second. Okay, we're done. That's enough.
Asking Anisa to take this training video down. Anisa, take this video down. Everyone who's watching this and who has a Twitter account, go remind her to take this video down. You are not a boxing expert. You fucking suck.
Gorbachev, take down that video.
And you will get knocked out in 2 seconds. Do everyone a favor and delete this shit. This is embarrassing. They've asked you nicely to take it down. You still haven't done it. Still got time, little bro. So go take care of that. But anyways, that's enough. That's about all I could take for now. And I think I covered everything I wanted to talk about. I wasn't kidding when I said it got worse. I don't lie. Anyways, with that said, thank you so much for watching. Appreciate you. Make sure you drop a like.
He wasn't lying. Again, it's so funny in my mind that when all this broke out, they went radio quiet. I think any balls they might have had was wasted. When it was leaked, when it was revealed that they took 34% of the profit, their balls were demolished. And now when this happened, they were like, we have no response, we have no energy, let's go take a road trip, and they fucked off. That is so goddamn funny. Again, I think the best course of action for this would be to have them deplatformed. I'm sorry. I rarely say it against people unless, they're actual criminals. They're not criminal now in this situation, but they're so slimy and pathetic. It's just actually hilarious. I'm sorry. They might finish their road trip in a week, and when they do, I want to see, if they're going to carry on the podcast. Because me personally, I wouldn't have the spine at all. Because how could you? After this, after all of this, no fucking way.